Privet, this is Salvation representing Dragon Age Origins. I am Stone Osama, and I wanted to go to the Circle of Magi. Apparently I can't do that, okay. To talk about Dagna. Before I do anything else, really.
I couldn't help hearing about your predicament. Forgive me if I'm prying.
Bread?
Yes.
Please, sir. Just a bit.
But what does it feel like being possessed by a spirit?
Why does this interest you so?
I simply wish to get to know those that I travel with. Is that wrong of me?
No, of course it isn't. Well, let me see. It is hard to describe. It is comforting. I feel safe. Loved.
Comforted. Loved, yes.
It is like being held close. Cradled. The bond is so complete that I am unable to extricate myself. Nor do I wish to. Wait. Why do you have that look on your face?
I am simply imagining it. Continue, please.
And there is a constant warmth that spreads outwards from the very center of my being, infusing my body with...
Oh.
Andraste's grace, what are you thinking about now? No, I don't want to know. I feel dirty. Do not speak to me.
Zevran, way to go. Let me, Circle Tower.
Welcome back, friend. You'll be glad to learn that the Circle is well on its way to recovery.
Dagna of Osama wishes to study magic.
Osama? Indeed. You have piqued my curiosity. It is common knowledge that dwarves lack the aptitude for spellcraft. She will never be able to weave the simplest magic, no matter how hard she tries.
She's aware of this, but her interest has not waned.
Fascinating. I suppose the Circle should be flattered.
She's willing to give up her caste and clan for this.
I see. If she is willing to sacrifice so much for this, then we should feel honored. Tell Dagna of Orzammar that this path will not be easy. But if she chooses it, then she is welcome here at the Circle. She will live and study with the Tranquil, and perhaps the apprentices, when it is appropriate.
Thank you, First Enchanter.
If only the Circle was in better shape. I fear she may be disappointed when she arrives.
I think she'll be very interested in what happened.
This will be interesting. She could tell us much about our dwarven neighbors. Yes, the more I think about it, the more I like the idea. I shall take this as an indication that perhaps things are starting to look up for the Circle. Thank you.
Forgive me, but I must take my leave.
I wish you well. Know you will always be welcome here.
Thanks. Now I think we should talk to Dagna again. Of course.
Very well.
Of course, let's do that. Oh really, I don't want to fight.
There.
What's that? And
As you like.
Beams ahead.
All right.
Do that, please.
Send me. I am armed.
Where is that? Here then. This one next.
Must have victory. For this.
As you say.
Alright. I knew that this sequence existed, for example.
As you say. Very well.
Our Lehman sends his regards, Warden. We're trying to keep the roads clear and safe.
Yes, you aren't doing a very good job, are you now? At least not if I don't come and help you.
It shall be done. As you say.
Alright, on then. Right. I don't use it in the bar anyway, do I now? I'm not going to use that either, but there you are. Hang on, Dagna.
Hello, how can I... It's you! And it's been, well, quite a while.
Oh, really?
Enough time to get to the circle and back, I hope. Oh, please tell me what they said.
First enchanter having accepted you for study.
Ancestors, bless you. I can't believe it. There hasn't even been a dwarven observer in the circle since your Relden in the 13th century. I need to pack. No, my parents would get suspicious. I need to go. Is there anything I should bring? Books, tuition?
Nothing. The mages need every ally they can get.
Then I should go before my parents come looking for me. If you ever go to the circle again, maybe I'll see you there.
We'll see if I ever do return. Maybe if I remember to do so. Alright, that was Dagna. Now our next step on the way will be to go into the Dharma quarter, I should think. Nug Wrangler. Hang on.
Braska.
Sorry, love.
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter.
Common nugs? I don't like those. They look dirty.
No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down.
If I see any nugs, I'll send them your way.
Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
I hear it, bleeding nug. And I see a nug. You found a nug wrangler. Burma will be very pleased to see it.
Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell.
I've got a nug for you here.
Saraka, I'm back in the game. such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I've found.
Right, let's look. Why am I controlling wind? There's a reason why I'm doing this. Alright.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen, but there's more out there.
I think there are 5 on the whole, but I'm not entirely certain.
So, tell me, you have any children, grandchildren, I don't know, great-grandchildren?
What would make you think I have any children at all? You have to know I've spent most of my life in the circle of magi.
You just seem like the grandmotherly type to me, I don't know.
I suppose I'll take that as a comment on my demeanor and not my age.
Mages aren't forbidden to marry or anything, are they? It's not such an outlandish question.
Isn't it? What sort of man would marry a mage, do you think?
Well, how about another mage? There are just as many men as there are women within the circle, as I recall.
That sort of union is not encouraged. Although that does not stop us from seeking out each other's company from time to time.
Yes, Cole can tell a story.
Alright. Suddenly you don't seem quite so grandmotherly to me anymore.
Good. I would hope not.
Yes, well, read Asunder and you'll get a good idea, but...
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen, but there's more out there.
Yes, and I don't know exactly where. I think one is in Dust Town, but I'm not sure. I'll shut up because then I can't hear them. I heard something. Hi. I think one more after this one, but I'm not entirely certain.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen, but there's more out there.
Yes, I believe one more is in Dust Town. Let me see. This is one of the weirdest quests in the game, but one of the most hilarious too. Oh, there, not in Dust Town even. I don't know if you can pick them up all together, but I think they only spawn when you've brought them back. Perhaps I'm wrong. But I don't think so actually, I think that's what it is.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen, but there's more out there.
You think so? I thought it was 5. Perhaps there is one more in Dust Town. But before I go to Dust Town, I'll save. Dust Town, I'll save. 'Cause it's Dust Town.
It is begun.
Let me...
Something I can help with?
I'd like to talk to you about something.
Yes? What's on your mind?
Nothing, never mind. Hang on, you are a traveling minstrel of tales to share?
Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think.
Oh, never mind. Actually...
Something I can help with?
What do you know of this place?
Vast holes carved from the stone of the mountain, lined with the chiseled marble figures of paragons, so fine as to mirror life itself. Soaring ceilings grand enough to make any man forget the sky and the sun, and to question the reason for their existence. I have heard of these things and more, but none prepared me for what I have seen here. It is marvelous.
Let's talk about something else.
Something I can help with?
I'll try again. What do you know of this place?
Vast holes.
Alright.
Soaring. I have heard of these things and more.
Let's just move on.
Damn.
Enemies approaching!
Win, do me a favor and lock that guy into a cage. Thanks.
We must
I am stunned. Would you mind attacking? No,
Oh my god.
You should run while you can.
As you say.
Where are you going exactly?
Right there.
I shall do it. I am ready. I am armed.
We must have victory.
This and this. Try not to look too incompetent. It's embarrassing. Oh, you are buddy one you are. Do you really wish to be beaten by an old woman?
Send me.
I never liked this part.
The Paragons watch over me. I shall do it.
Yes.
Immediately. I am here. Enough! More than two will stay.
Done? Oh, really? I'm having the impression that everyone does a lot more damage. Okay. Oh, there's that.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform.
I'm singing a Warden.
Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity, especially for someone with a few connections above ground.
I'd have to hear what you're asking.
Human kings, you know, they make these ridiculous laws. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium, the sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin.
Oh.
He's expecting a delivery of a stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns. You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
50 is a bit much when you've got no options. 40.
You haggle like a merchant born. Deal. Here's the lyrium, then. You, probably don't want to take it out of the box. I'll be waiting for the next order somewhere out of sight. Say, just around the corner.
Alright, yeah, that's that. Is there a nug anywhere?
Spare a bit for the needy? Please.
Nope.
Not for me, it's for my child. Have you a coin to spare, milady? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
Your face isn't marked. What caste are you?
I am nothing. My family has disowned me. I'm no longer welcome in any mining cast hall. Unless... But no! I can't bear to even think of it!
What's wrong?
My name is Erlinda. I wasn't always like this. I was born to a mining caste family. We weren't wealthy, but I never went hungry before. Now it's all gone, and it's my own fault. Ancestors curse me, but there's nothing I can do to set it right.
What does your family want you to do?
My son's father is casteless, as is he. I used to be a miner, but my parents stripped my caste and refused to accept me back. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
It's horrible.
I cannot abandon my baby. The Shapers teach that only children of true lineage exist, not those born casteless. But they never carried a child. He cries like any other infant, and smiles when he's warm and full. I can't kill him because of an accident of birth, an accident I forced on him.
Can't you just take your son to the surface?
I thought about that. They say there's no caste up there, that humans don't care about lineage. I've never met a surfacer, though. I thought it might not be safe.
Everyone is equal on the surface.
If it gives my son a chance to live, I will go. Thank you, stranger, for opening my eyes. Perhaps I'll see you next in the light of the sun.
Right. Nadezhda. These are dead nugs, apparently.
Your clothes are so fancy. Did you get them topside?
Yes, I did.
My mam used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside. If I go up there, I'm gonna fall into the sky.
You just have to hold on real tight with your feet.
Yes. When my dad left, he never came back. Who's to say he didn't fall up, eh?
I have to go now.
Don't fall into the sky when you go back up there. Yes? Why's someone like you hanging about Dusttown so much?
To go.
Don't fall into the sky when you go...
Yes, I want to know. Damn. Maybe that wasn't wise. I may only have one chance to talk to that guy. I don't know for sure. I think I only have one chance to talk to that guy. Let me skip through the dialogue. I think I answered the same things. I won't talk to the idle dwarf yet because I don't think I can have a proper conversation with him later. If I do.
As you say.
And I need to. I may be mistaken, but I can't risk it. I need to find the last bleeding nug. Probably in the Diamond Quarter, but what would a nug be doing in the Diamond Quarter? It's also a way to spend time. Chasing a nug that probably doesn't even exist. Perhaps there's one more down here? No. There isn't one back here either. Well, if I don't find it, I'll look it up.
I can't believe it. I heard a dwarven Grey Warden came to Orzammar and I couldn't help but hope. Look at you. My little sister. A battle-scarred veteran. And with quite the unusual entourage.
Rika, is that you under all these jewels?
Can you imagine? As of last month, I'm a royal concubine to House Iduken. They've moved Mother and me into the palace. You could fit our whole neighborhood just in the bathing room. I wish you could meet little Endrin, but they don't let me bring him outside the royal nursery.
You're a mother?
Little Endrin was born right before his grandfather died. His grandfather, the king. Can you believe it? My son is an Iduken. The future king of Orzammar spends his nights in my bed. Barat was a toad, but I have to thank him for teaching me to read, dance, massage, and whatever else Balin sees in me.
How's Mother and Lesky?
Mother is... Mother. We have everything we could want now, but... Well, you know what they say. You can't leave Dusttown if you always take it with you. And I haven't seen Lesky since he left. Balin doesn't like me spending time off the estate.
Lesky knows how to take care of himself.
What about you? Has life been hard up there? All the news from the surface says terrible things are happening. Darkspawn attacks and a civil war among the humans.
And your blight is beginning.
Ancestors, save us. I was afraid you'd say that. I hate this. Until there's a king, the Assembly would let the world collapse rather than bow to anyone's better judgment. But I can introduce you to Vartek Gavorn. He's Balin's chief lieutenant. He could help you if anyone could.
Just tell me where he is, I'll find him.
Vartek spends most of his time at the Assembly. I'll meet you there. He's more likely to listen if I introduce you. They say I'm Balin's favorite.
Alright. I need a nug. I have no other words, really.
The hour. Support Lord Balin at your peril.
Lady Days. War carving.
Lord Balin's impending marriage to a castless proves his dedication to change. No dwarf is without.
These shouters. Is that the Shaperade? I'm not going into the Shaperade right now. Where is the last nug? I need a nug. There's a blight on the surface and I'm looking for a nug. I think I cut this short because I'm not finding it. It may be outside the city, I'll look there yet. I mean the in-between place, the passage with the Paragon statues. Maybe up there. No. Hey, there is a note.
Very well. It is begun.
One last attempt. My timer will ring in 40 seconds or so. But that's something I want to look at. Just outside here in that passage here. I didn't think there's a nug in the proving grounds. There can't be a nug in the proving grounds, right?
When? Is this yours?
Oh, my bag of components. Thank you, dear. I was wondering where it got to.
You left it by the fire at camp.
Oh, yes. I remember now. How age creeps up on you and brings with it forgetfulness.
You're a great mage, Wen, and you're sharper and wiser than many people I know. Some young ones too.
Oh, but you should have seen me 15, 20 years ago. The fires have dimmed somewhat since then. But thank you, Liliana, for picking up after this old lady.
Right, I haven't found a nug, and I think it may actually be in the proving grounds. I will go there eventually. I'll look it up. This was Salvation Dragon Age Origins. Bye-bye.